It's the summertime, and one of my favorite things to drink is the water from coconuts. You just get a coconut, crack it open, and you drink all the water. Another ingredient that comes from the coconut is coconut milk. It's really popular in cooking, and it's what we are going to talk about on today's WTF. Today's sponsor is Stonehouse 27, and you can check them out online at stonehouse27.com. Stonehouse 27 produces a bunch of different simmer sauces for Indian cuisine. Basically, they are packaged, gluten-free, low-sodium, all-natural simmer sauces that you can use when you're cooking up any sort of dish. This is their tamarind and garlic. I also have their cilantro and coconut, and I have their tomato and chili and a bunch of others. And basically, cut up some chicken or some lamb. You can even do ground beef, or you could go all vegetarian and then just put the simmer sauce on top, stir it, let it simmer for a while, serve it over some rice, and in a moment you have healthier Indian cuisine than most Indian food is going to deliver to your door. Check them out online at stonehouse27.com and get your hands on some of their simmer sauces today. Have you ever wondered how it is that inside that little teeny coconut there is both milk and water? Today we're going to explore. Now, we know what coconut water is because if you've ever had a coconut fresh off the tree or at a local grocery store and they crack right into it, all the juice that comes out is simply the coconut water. And despite the fact that you might go like this for an hour, no milk is going to come out unless you do a bit of work. You have to process the coconut in a certain way to get coconut milk, but you're probably saying, well, what is coconut milk? Coconut milk is a sweet, very milky substance that's derived from the meat inside of the coconut itself. It's used in a lot of different cuisines. You'll see it frequently in Indian cuisine, frequently in Asian cuisine, and it's sweet and it's nutty and it's a little fatty and it is so delicious. Now, there are two grades of coconut milk. There is the thick and the thin coconut milk. Thick coconut milk is made by squeezing the meat from inside of the coconut through something like cheesecloth, and the liquid that is extracted is the coconut milk. If you want thin coconut milk, you have to do the same process, but then take that pulp and put it through something like a blender or some warm water to rehydrate it, and then squeeze it again, a lot like you make almond milk or other nut-based milks. Now, they use the coconut milk for different things. The thick coconut milk is often used in pastries and confections, where the thin coconut milk is more frequently used for general cooking or inside of soup or as a garnish. So today we're going to take a little nod both to the East and the West. We're going to take the Javanese treat of a pancake served right on the street with coconut milk and kind of westernize it a little bit and make coconut pancakes that you can make at any Sunday brunch or for breakfast any day of the week. Sift together 200 grams of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. In a separate bowl, beat 1 egg and a little salt until it starts to foam. Now mix 2 cups of coconut milk into your eggs and beat them a bit. Slowly pour the mixture a little bit at a time into the flour and incorporate it, and then pour more until you're done. Then let it rest for about an hour. Meanwhile, we're going to make a sauce for our pancakes, kind of like an Indonesian maple syrup. In a separate heavy bottom pan, add 2 cups of coconut milk, a half a cup of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of regular sugar, and a pinch of salt. Cook this until the sugar melts and it is homogeneous. And now it's time to cook up your pancakes. Cook them like you would a traditional pancake. Heat some sort of non-stick skillet with a little bit of butter, then plop some batter into the center. When it starts to bubble, flip it over and cover with the sauce that you just made. So it's a simple and different take on pancakes. It doesn't use milk, doesn't necessarily taste just like a regular flapjack made with buttermilk or plain milk, but it's really good. It's very refreshing. It's a definitely nice change, and it's a great summertime pancake. Coconut milk just has a fresh thing to it, so to make it in the summertime is really, really pleasing. Put some fresh fruit on there, you're golden. Tune in tomorrow for another What's This Food? Check out our sponsor, stonehouse27.com, and leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the show, what you thought of this episode, and what you want me to cover. I'll see you tomorrow.